Welcome back to another Overthrow Disc Golf video. Today, we're just gonna have a quick little tidbit on nose angle. Let's get into it. Right, a while back, I did a video that did fairly well talking about nose angle. And that was me talking about flipping the disc over. All right, you remember me? Do you remember me saying, you just gotta flip it? That was me saying that thing. Now, some of you guys, you went out and you're like, I'm gonna flip the disc. I'm doing it. And you went out and you threw everything on Anhyzer. Every throw makes complete sense. Here's why that makes sense and what you need to do to change it to make sure it's nose down and not Anhyzer. Super simple fix. I talked about it in my last video, but the importance of throwing out. Check this out. I know that at release, I want my disc to be nose down. At the most exaggerated position, this is what nose down looks like. Towards my target, nose completely down. If I were to throw it like this, it would hit the air and just pretty much drop into the ground very quickly. Now, for some of you guys who tried my tip, you just threw Anhyzer. Watch why this happened. Ready? Flip the disc, nose down here, but you're releasing here. There is a window of opportunity that you've missed. You're throwing straight, and look how Anhyzer this position is. Extremely. Well, we don't want to throw it to 12 o'clock. We want to throw out 10 or 11. I like to focus on 10. Look at this position. My line is that way. I'm throwing out and nose down. And because I've thrown out, it is a perfect nose down position. Little side note, the more forward you throw, let's say you're trying to throw forwards and nose down, that's where pouring the tea, pouring the coffee comes into play. Look at that, nose down, right? So if we're wanting to throw at 11 o'clock, we need a mixture of both. Pour the coffee and flip the disc. I'm doing both. If I just did flip the disc, it's gonna be not quite nose down. If all I did was flip the disc, I also need to add a little bit of pour the coffee. Now I do this just, I guess, naturally at this point because I guess I worked on pour the coffee first. For some of you guys, you're gonna have to work on both. But for me, the main thing that fixed nose down for me was flipping the disc. Or you could say going from wrist down to wrist up. All right, so a couple examples. In this slow-mo, you're gonna see that I have flipped the disc and I've pulled it too far to the right. Now it's just straight up Anhyzer. Now in this slow-mo, I have thrown out. The disc has pivoted down my line as we talked about in a previous video, and I've flipped the disc and it has turned the disc nose down. There you go, you've seen it here. Now you understand why it works and why it didn't work for you the first time. I hope this time it does work for you. Now you've got the knowledge of throw out. But for those of you guys who it's still not working for you, point blank, you're just not doing it. Which means you need a coach to look at your form and to cue you into the proper technique to make this happen. Which is why we have overthrowdiscgolf.com. Head over there, link in description. We've got coaches for everyone, different price points, different personalities. We've got it all listed there. Hop in with one of us and we will work on your form with you based off of what we think is the next best step for you. So catch us over there. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope it helped. Dakota, please out.